The Forest Friends and the Little Robot. Deep in a magical forest, hidden among tall green trees and colorful flowers, stood an ancient little hut. The hut was old and covered with vines, but it was warm and cozy. Near the hut was a wooden table. Every morning, 3 special friends met there. There was Bobby the dog, who loved adventures. There was Mimi the cat, who was clever and curious. And there was Robo, a small friendly robot with bright blue eyes. One sunny morning, Bobby ran to the table, wagging his tail excitedly. "Good morning, friends!" he barked. "Good morning," said Mimi as she jumped onto her chair. "Good morning. Happiness level 100%, Robo replied with a cheerful beep. The 3 friends sat around the table, enjoying the beautiful flowers that bloomed all around them. Suddenly, Robo's antenna began flashing. Beep, beep, beep. "Oh no," Robo said. "My forest scanner has detected a problem." "What kind of problem?" asked Mimi. Robo showed them a small map on his screen. The golden flower has disappeared?" Bobby gasped. "The golden flower? The magical flower that helps all the forest flowers grow?" "Exactly," Robo answered. "Without the golden flower, the forest could slowly lose its colors." "We must find it," said Bobby. The 3 friends quickly packed their bags and began their adventure. They followed a narrow path through the forest. Along the way, they met rabbits, squirrels, and birds. Have you seen the golden flower?" asked Mimi. The animals shook their heads. After walking for a while, they reached a sparkling stream. The bridge that crossed the stream had broken. "How will we get across?" Bobby wondered. Robo looked around. "I have an idea." Using small tools hidden inside his arms, Robo gathered pieces of wood and repaired the bridge. Soon they safely crossed the stream. "Great job, Robo," said Bobby. "Teamwork makes everything easier," Robo replied. They continued deeper into the forest. Soon they found a wise old owl sitting in a tree. "Hello, young travelers," said the owl. "We are searching for the golden flower," explained Mimi. The owl nodded. "I saw a strong wind carry something golden toward the hills this morning." "Thank you," said the friends. They hurried toward the hills. When they arrived, they discovered the golden flower trapped beneath a fallen branch. "Oh no!" Bobby cried. The flower's golden petals were glowing very weakly. "We need to help it," said Mimi. Bobby pushed against the heavy branch with all his strength. Robo used his mechanical arms. Mimi helped guide them. Together, they lifted the branch away. The golden flower was free. Immediately, it began to shine brighter and brighter. Golden sparkles floated into the air. The flowers across the forest started blooming again. Red flowers, blue flowers, purple flowers, yellow flowers. The whole forest became colorful and beautiful once more. "We did it!" barked Bobby happily. The golden flower floated gently toward them. A tiny magical voice whispered, "Thank you for helping me. Your friendship saved the forest." Then the flower released 3 golden petals. One landed on Bobby's head, one landed on Mimi's nose, and one landed on Robo's antenna. The petals became shining badges of friendship. As the sun began to set, the three friends returned to their ancient hut. They sat around their wooden table once again. The flowers around them glowed softly in the evening light. "What was the best part of today's adventure?" asked Bobby. "Solving problems together," said Mimi. "Helping friends," said Robo. Bobby smiled. "I think the best part was sharing the adventure with both of you." The three friends laughed as stars appeared in the sky above the magical forest. And from that day on, whenever someone needed help, Bobby, Mimi, and from that day on, whenever someone needed help, Bobby, Mimi, and Robo were always ready for another adventure. The end.